Hey guys, welcome to Pepcoding. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss the solution of pattern number 15. Okay, so we have to print this kind of pattern. Here we have given the number input n. Let's try to figure it out. What will be the solution of this problem? Okay, firstly, let's not talk about the solution for this count number. What if I say to you, you have to print the same pattern but in the star forms? Okay, if we are able to print it in the star forms, then we'll be printing this in very easily. We just have to manipulate the numbers. Okay, so what's the input here? 1 2 3 4. So 5 is the input. Okay, 5 is the input. So what's going on? Let's see. This is the very first row, this is the second row, this is the third row, and this is the fourth row, and it's the fifth row. So what's happening in the first row? Initially there are two spaces. Okay, initially there are two spaces and then one star. Okay, so what's going on here? Initially there are some spaces, so I'm writing it at number of spaces and number of stars. Okay, so in the very first line there are two spaces and one star. Okay, so in the second row, what's going on? There is one space and then 1 2 and 3 star. Okay, so in the second row, one space and 3 star. In the very third row, what's going on? There are zero spaces in the very third row. Sorry, it's here. So okay, so here in the very third row there are zero spaces and how many stars? 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, so there are 5 stars. And in the fourth line, fourth row, what's going on? One space and 1 2 3 stars. That means one space, 3 star. And in the very last row, 1 2 space and 3 stars. Okay, so from here we can figure it out at what's going on and what's the problem. From here we can see that from the very first row, what's going on till the middle line, my number of spaces are decrementing with 1. Okay, fine. Then after the middle line they are incrementing by 1. Okay, so now we know what's going on. Till middle they are decrementing by 1, then after the middle they are incrementing by 1 for the spacing. And let's talk about the number of stars. Till middle, what is going on? The number of stars are incrementing by 2. See, 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 2 5. And after this, my number of stars are decrementing by 2. See, 5 minus 2 3 and 3 minus 2, here is 1. I am sorry, see, 1 star now. So here is 1, not 3. I wrote it with the mistake. Okay, so it's 1. It's decrementing by minus 2, and from the very first row till the middle, it's incrementing by plus 2, and it's decrementing by minus 2 after the middle. Okay, so let me tell you one more thing what's going on here. From in the very, when I am at the first row, it's printing 2 stars and then sorry, 2 spaces. Okay, and when I am then 2 spaces are decrementing. It's the 2 spaces are decremented by 1. Okay, then it's 1 now. Then it printed 1 space. See, 2 space printed, then 1 space printed. I'm just talking about spaces right now. Okay, 2 space printed, 1 space printed, and after the 1 space printing, it is decrementing by minus 1. Okay, then no spaces are printing. Then again after this line, that means after this, when I am at the middle row, okay, I have to increment my number of spaces. Okay, same is the case for this. Till the middle, till the second row, I am increasing, and from the middle row I have to decrement my number of stars with 2. Okay, so let's try to code this star thing, then we will be having a better picture of this question. Okay, so what I'll be doing, firstly, initially, okay, I forgot to tell you one thing. How many spaces are there? 2 spaces, and it is for the and it is for the input n equals to 5. Then what if I say my number of spaces are integer of n by 2? What is n by 2? What is 5 by 2? It's 2.5, and integer of 2.5 is 2. So my initial number of spaces are 2, and I just need my initial spaces, and initial number of stars are 1. The initial number of stars will be 1 in every input. Okay, it's generic. Okay, so now let's write here number of spaces initially. Those are int of n by 2. Fine. And my number of stars, which is equals to what? initially they are 1. Okay, so I'll be starting from I equals to 1, and I am okay. Let's write it as a row equals to 1, and I have to iterate in every row. So I am going till n. Fine. You know why I am doing this? So now I am incrementing my row with 1. Fine. Now what I have to do, initially I have to print my number of spaces. So I'm starting my sp variable with 1 until when? Till my number of spaces. See, this you have to figure out by yourself why I am doing this. This is just a while loop. Okay, so I'm here incrementing my sp equals to 1, and I have to print what? My spaces. These are not general spaces, these are tabs. Okay, so after printing my spaces, I am going to print my stars. So similarly, like spaces, I am going to start with st is equal to 1 until st equals to my number of stars. And I am going to increment my firstly star. Then now I'll be printing my what? I'll be printing my stars. Fine, with the tabs. Okay, so one thing I didn't do here, what it was, I am ending it with nothing, with an empty string. Okay, firstly I have to print some spaces, then I have to print some stars, because if I write if I do not write this end equals end with empty string, then with every line they'll be printing a new line. Then after printing my spaces and stars, I have to print a new line. Okay, so let's try to one more thing. What I have to do is I have to increment and decrement my spaces and stars now. So what I will be doing here, if my row is less than equals to integer of what? Integer of n by 2, then what I have to do is I have to firstly I have to decrease my number of spaces with 1 and increase my stars with 2. Okay, and else what I have to do, I have to just do the opposite of the above thing. Then I have to increase my number of spaces with 1 and decrease my stars with 2. So let's try to run this now. Let's hope there's no error. Okay, there is some error. While I have written while wrong way. Okay, you have to avoid these kind of mistakes. Okay, so now let's run this. Okay, so I have printed exactly but in the star format. Okay, so now what I will be doing, what if I say you I am taking a variable count which is equals to 1, and I am printing my count instead of the star. Okay, why I'm writing count uh, different in the different line? Why I'm writing this? Because I don't want any mess. If I write here, then there will be some kind of spaces or something. I don't want some space with in between the tab and this. Okay, that's why I'm writing my count here. But if I have taken my count as 1, so instead of stars I am printing my number of ones here. Okay, so now see, I have printed my 1111. Okay, I have printed my 111 like this. Okay, now see what I will be doing. In the very first, when I'm printing my 1, see, I can see here the count is increasing till the middle line, and after that it's decreasing. So from this I can clearly see what I will be doing. When I am before the middle line, what count is increasing, I'm increasing my count with 1, and after this what's happening, my count is decreasing with 1. So now let's run now. Okay, so now I'm running it. See, 1 2 2 3 3 3 2 2. Okay, so now what we have to do, we are very close to our solution, you know. So what we will be doing now, I got here 1. Okay, now I got here 2. Okay, now I got here 3 2 1. Now I have to just manipulate my column. Okay, so what I will be doing, let's talk about 3 4 5 4 3. Okay, initially it was what I am printing 3 3 3 3 3. So what I will be doing here, when I am in this loop, when I am printing my counts, what I will be doing, when till this column, till the middle column, I will be increasing my count. See, 3 4 5. Then after this I will be decreasing my count. What I was doing in the row, I have to do the same in the column. Okay, so let's try to do this. Plus one more thing, when I am here, when I have printed my 3 again. Okay, let's code first, then I'll tell you. Okay, you understood now what I have told you. We have to do the same thing in the in the what, in this, in column thing. Okay, when I am printing my count. Okay, so now what I will be doing, let's copy it. Okay, let's copy this. I'm going to copy the same thing, but what if my st, this time st is nst by 2. See what I will be doing, I will be increasing my count initially, plus equals to 1. Okay, else what I will be doing, I will be decreasing my count. Okay, now what I was telling you, see, minus equals to 1. Now what I was telling you, when I am at this line, okay, I have printed my 3. Okay, now what will happen, I will be entering in this else. Initially it was 3, then it incremented to 4, then it incremented to 5, and after this it decremented to 4. After this printing, after printing 4, it decremented to 3, then after it printed 3, and after printing 3 it is decrementing to 2. Okay, then what will happen, it is decrementing to 2. Fine, then what will happen, when I am at my row, okay, it will decrease to 2, but it will again decrease. Okay, what was happening, see, initially what was it, it was 3 3 3 3, right? Nothing was happening. Now what happening, what, it was 3 in this line. Okay, and after that 2 2 2, my rows are handling whatever I am doing. Okay, but now what's going on, when I was here, okay, nothing was happening. Now after my column iteration, now my count is equals to 2, but I have to write it as 3. And if it is 3, then it will be getting 2 when I enter this row. Okay, you just have to do some maths, do this, okay, by yourself. Okay, what I will be doing here, see, I will just increasing my count here to balance everything. So let's try to run now. If must be right, as it is accepted, and I hope you understood this question. I am just telling you this thing one more time. Okay, do it. Yeah. So what was happening here? See, initially let's talk about the middle line. Firstly, I printed this, right? 3 3. Then what was getting printed? This. No, let's not talk about this. Let's talk about this thing. Okay, what was happening initially, count was 2. Okay, nothing was happening here initially. Then after this we were entering at this if. Okay, then what was happening, it was increasing. Then my 2 was this, then it increased to 3, and it was printing this line. But now what will happen, see, now it's like 2 3 2. After printing this, my count will be equal to 1. Why? Because it is decrementing now. After printing, my count will decrement. Okay, I will be getting into this else, and my count will be decreasing, and it will be decreasing to 1. And after this, okay, fine, we will be entering here, and it will be incrementing to 2, but I want here 3. I want here I want my next line like 3 4 5 3 2, but it will be 2 3 4. Okay, I don't want it. So for the balance, what I have done, I have increased here, I have incremented the count with 1. See in this line. Okay, so I hope you understood this question. If you're having any doubt, please watch this video again. Plus, if you like the video, please hit the like button, and please share and subscribe our channel. Okay guys, thank you, we'll meet in the next lecture. Bye bye.